a podcast network. This is the Lifestyle Live Podcast.
Faces you know and a team you can trust. Stories that form your heart. Lifestyle Live. Lifestyle Live.
Welcome to the Lifestyle Live Podcast. I'm your host, Felicia Michelle. Here we share the inspiring stories, passionate voices, and impactful organizations shaping our communities every day. We're celebrating Teacher Appreciation Week. In today's episode, we're going to highlight a group that has been changing the face of education in Indianapolis for more than 15 years, Teach For America Indianapolis. Since they started back in 2008, they've helped to bring over 1,000 dedicated educators into classrooms where they need them the most. And we're going to be joined by Dr. Tanika Holden-Flynn, the Executive Director of Teach For America Indianapolis. She shares how their mission is not just about teaching, but about cultivating equity, leadership, and a lasting change. Take a listen.
Lifestyle Live. Lifestyle Live.
It's Teacher Appreciation Week, and we are showing love to educators. And one organization that helps people get into the occupation of teaching is Teach For America. I am here with Dr. Tanika Holden-Flynn, who's the Executive Director of Teach For America here in Indianapolis. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. Okay, so if someone doesn't know, someone's watching out there, they don't know what Teach For America is. What is Teach For America?
Yes. So Teach For America is a leadership development organization that recruits, supports, and develops extraordinary leaders to transform education and to expand opportunities for all children. And so Teach For America leaders begin doing this by first committing to teaching for 2 years and really supporting students with attaining an excellent education. We also have 50 regions across the country, and we have been here in Indianapolis since 2008 and have recruited over 1,000 teachers to serve our community.
That's incredible. And you know, we talked about this, Teach For America. Sometimes you go to colleges and college campuses and just, educate students there about what their options are too, because just because you maybe didn't have teaching as your undergraduate degree, or maybe you didn't even know it was in your plans, Teach For America can kind of show you, hey, it's possible. You have something to contribute to and to give, because I'm assuming that the most important part of a teacher is their heart posture and how they actually approach being in the classroom with kids.
Absolutely. It is, having the heart to do this work is extremely important. And, that's a huge part of what we do. We really look for individuals that have that spirit, that want to be in front of students and serve. And then we do our part to really support them with becoming dynamic and highly effective teachers.
So as we're in Teacher Appreciation Week, and a lot of people are showing their appreciation by, getting different things, and that's nice. But actually, what do teachers need? What would teachers appreciate from an educator's perspective during this week, and how we can show our appreciation for them?
Absolutely. I think most teachers are really just looking for genuine appreciation. And that comes in so many different forms. It's notes from students and families that are thanking teachers for what they do every day, helping students develop skills and learn concepts. A lot of teachers are wanting to be asked, like, what supplies do I need for my classroom? Providing pencils, pens, tissues for teachers, finding out their favorite snack, right, and leaving it on their desk. A lot of teachers are really wanting to just be in conversation with community members and families to share some of the challenges that they're having, and then to be able to have those members of the community advocate on their behalf. What's really important to remember, though, is to be in direct connection with teachers and to ask them what they need.
Because I'm not a parent. We've been over this 1,000 times on this show. But you send your child off for a large part of their day and their development, but you still have to be a part of that. And teachers need parents and guardians and whomever is in charge of this child to help them get along the way. Because if I can teach you at school, but if you're not doing some of the things or practicing them at home, then how can that connection be made in their life?
Absolutely. That is so important. Teachers are really looking for families to step up and to be those partners. And there's so many ways to do that, right? The main way is really just staying in communication with your teacher and knowing what's happening in the classroom and really finding out what routines and procedures are happening at schools, what those study habits are, so then you can also mirror those at home.
And from someone who used to work in the front office, update your contact information, please, because we're trying to get in contact you about your child, and even making sure that you're updating. There's a direct line of communication from teacher to parent or whoever is taking care of this child. Teach For America is a great organization. I have plenty of friends that have gone through and have had a great experience and started their careers, whether it was one in education or they went on to do other things. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you making the time and all the difference that you're making, because education is
number one. It's most important.
Thank you so much. Happy to be here, and please encourage someone to become a teacher.
Yes. We have all the information about how you can get to know Teach for America over on our website, lifestylelive.tv.
Lifestyle Live. Lifestyle Live.
Whether you're an educator, a parent, or just someone who's passionate about community impact, we all know how important our teachers are. For more community-based interviews, fun, and the best events in the city, be sure to watch Lifestyle Live every weekday starting at 10 a.m. See you there.
From the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the Lifestyle Live Podcast. Thank you for listening. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe to this podcast wherever you get your podcasts. And connect for even more on Facebook and at lifestylelive.tv.
Faces you know and a team you can trust. Stories that form your heart.